Okay, welcome to Tuesday Tahoe Talks, and I'm Kierra Keller.
And I'm Bruce Simonian.
We're here today to introduce ourselves as local realtors. I have 8 years experience as a local, a few years experience in the real estate industry, and I work with a really great team in Northern California.
My name is Bruce Simonian. I've been a local here for over 42 years. Ran a business here for 30 years, and I've been doing real estate for the past 13, mostly focusing on Northern Nevada and California. We are both agents with eXp Realty. We have local commitments to our communities and to the surrounding areas.
Well, today we're here to tell a story, and we've had a lot of buzz about some of our buyers and sellers having the option to go through, what do we call it, like
discount brokerages.
So anyway, they offer to sell or help you buy your house for, what are we looking at commission-wise?
Well, they're discounted, so around 2% on each side, sometimes as low as 1%, depending on the property. And there's a lot of advertising going on right now on TV for these entities, so people are persuaded to go with some people, not local, obviously, to take care of their needs. And quite often there's some drawbacks to that. So.
Well, I'll tell you, Bruce, I'm definitely susceptible myself to just browsing Zillow for opportunities and seeing what's on there. And whenever I want to find out more information, I've definitely run into that problem myself. What are some of the pitfalls that you've experienced with your clients for going through one of these brokerages, these discount brokerages?
First of all, they're not providing the services that most agents provide. So, and that is because the clients aren't informed of all the services that are available to them. And consequently, they end up leaving money on the table when they sell or when they buy. It may cost them a little bit more money than it should. And there's different scenarios they can use to make these transactions easier and smoother. But again, dealing with somebody local that knows the market and has a vested interest in their success is important.
And I've seen basically just a lapse of information. So I'll go online to Zillow, or I'll hear about, buzz, usually on social media, to be honest, about the house being sold. It didn't cost them anything. They closed in 30 days with no issues. And then to come to find out that that wasn't really displayed anywhere. So how can we as purchasers kind of combat the disarray of information that's going on?
Well, again, it's doing more due diligence. These are big transactions typically for people. And again, you don't want to rush into anything. Do your homework, contact people, and get some referrals from people that you trust, so that you understand how the market can work for you and how this particular transaction can work for you, so you're not taken advantage of, because there's a lot of disingenuous behavior to get your signature on a contract. And again, it's looking out for people, which we do. It's more than just getting a commission. These people are clients for life, and the one and done scenarios serve no one really. So
thank you. And I definitely appreciate all the experience I get from working with just you and being a local business owner. And thank you for that story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We also here on Tahoe Talks want to talk about what's going on in the community. We are at the beginning of May, and the first thing that comes to mind is, oh my gosh, I'm starting to see those orange signs go up on the roads again.
Well, typically we have 2 seasons up here, winter and construction. So our construction season has definitely started. And it's a very needed season. As you can tell, a lot of our roads are in disarray. They've been beat up now for several years, and they're going to be taken care of. And we have some updates on 431 and on Highway 28.
Yeah, and remind me again, 431 is?
The Mount Rose Highway. And they're going to be dealing with the highway starting up, I call it Sheep Flat, or the Meadows, down towards Incline. And they've installed some ITS wiring, some conduit last summer, and then they're going to start to mill and repave the roads starting in May and then going through October.
Yeah, and I mean, definitely on the Nevada side, lots of new road improvements to look forward to. I don't know if anyone has noticed Kings Beach recently, but there was so much construction done last summer, and that construction is going to continue. Not as much as the roundabouts are built now, but more on restoration. So Kings Beach and Tahoe City, our local California side communities, are focused more on improving the beaches and making sure that we have the right irrigation to prevent erosion. Amongst the lake. We want to keep our water quality as clean as we can, right?
Right. We want to keep the particulates out of the lake, and we've been working with the TRPA to try to get the BMPs, the best management practices, up to date. And unfortunately, I think about 34% of the properties around the lake are actually compliant. So we have a lot of work to do, and there's pushback against development, but a lot of the development mitigates a lot of those particulates going into the lake. And we talk about lake clarity, which is really important, and we do have to deal with that from a common sense perspective. So looking forward to that being accomplished with some of our road improvements and beach improvements.
I think as Tahoe locals, we definitely have a responsibility to keep our environments clean. But if you are driving out there around the lake, just in the next upcoming summer months, make sure you plan on construction. Don't get stuck in that Sand Harbor traffic. Other than that, it was such a pleasure to join you and introduce ourselves as realtors in the Tahoe community. And we will see you guys next week for Tahoe Talks.
I look forward to seeing you again.
Alrighty.